Alright, hi there, welcome back. In the last video, I covered the second technique which I used to hash out my thoughts and shape my attitude towards anything. That technique was the fuck methodology, inspired by Mark Manson in his book, The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck. In this video, however, I will walk you through the last and final technique that I used to reframe situations and change my attitude and point of view. I call it the win-win standpoint. This last technique is a technique which will help you to make the right decisions when other people are involved. So to have a win-win standpoint simply means that you have taken into consideration the point of view and rewards of party B before your own. So if party A, which is yourself, takes a decision that will give you the upper hand, that will provide a win for you, how does that win affect party B? Will party B also benefit from a win? Let's say that you were in party B's shoes. How would you feel right now with the deal that you just made? By always making sure that you acknowledge the win of any other party, you are applying the win-win standpoint and making sure that you remain a fair person with integrity. Caring about yourself and your personal interests is good in a way, but not caring about others and their personal interests is completely wrong. By putting yourself in the shoes of others before taking a decision, again, ensures that you think constructively and for the benefit of everyone, including yourself, but not yourself alone. In fact, this is the basis of any good negotiation. The principle of fairness and equality in the deal you make is more important than the deal itself. We all heard the phrase before, sharing is caring. Well, the win-win standpoint is an exact translation of this idiom. Because if you care about making things fair for everyone, then you are more likely to have the right attitude moving forward. Here are a few examples to show you what I mean. You apply for a job. That job makes you an offer. As a good negotiator, you will therefore make sure that the offer suits your interests and your needs. On the other hand, the employer will also outweigh his interest and his needs. Therefore, the signing of a mutual contract is in a way a win-win standpoint. On the other hand, you are not likely to sign any contract if you don't think that the reward given for the job provided constitutes a win for you. Another example goes like this. You and a group of 4 friends get together to work on a project. The subject is quite vast and not necessarily easy to grasp. After discussing the topic though, you divided the work between yourselves. But you see that one of the members in the group is not really happy because he got the biggest part and the most difficult one. You therefore decide to review the work allocations because you don't feel it's fair for everybody. Because it doesn't constitute a win-win standpoint. The same thing happens when you do something for someone else, but you don't expect anything in return. Your good deed and the feeling of satisfaction you get is already a win-win in itself. You did something for someone else and you felt good about it. That's all there is to it. When you think about it, in the natural world, there's so many win-wins everywhere you look. The clownfish, for example, lives in an anemone. If you have seen the cartoon Saving Nemo before, you will know that clownfish live inside anemones. Anemones are a kind of stinging sea plant that repels other predators. However, the clownfish doesn't feel the stinging effects. Therefore, the anemone becomes his home. While, on the other hand, the clownfish protects the anemone, and at the same time, it fertilizes it. Win-win. The same happens with the fish who clean the shark's teeth. The shark will not eat those fish because they clean his teeth. And the smaller fish who clean his teeth do it because they can eat the food left over. Perfect win-win in both situations. And by the way, I could go on and on with thousands of different examples. But all in all, the best way for you to make use of this win-win standpoint is to look for fairness and balance in the decisions you make. And that's pretty much it. So now that you understand what the win-win standpoint is all about, when you are in the meta mind game, if you want to use this technique, all you have to do is ask yourself a basic question. Is this fair for him? The deal we just made, is it okay? Does it constitute a win-win? That's all there is to it. If you always think in terms of everyone's benefits, people will look at you differently and your decisions will be different because people will respect you for the respect you give them. That's it. So now that you know and understand the three techniques, it will help you shape your attitude and decision-making process. You are now ready to take on the meta mind game without a worry in the world. All you need now is your bracelet and you're ready to go. I put a recap worksheet of the game plus the three techniques explained right after this. But now is your time to shine. I'll be checking up on you in the next few days to see how you're doing. Good luck, although I'm sure you won't need it. Try your best in MetaMind.